how's the third eye work? Who is the third eye? You know, you get that.
Who is the third eye?
Yeah, right. Like, what is that, right? Like, so this brother in India, his third eye is so activated because he does not eat or drink anything. His third eye is so activated. That's why they call him in the news. They call him the holy man. You know, I don't really see how he can be around people with his third eye being so activated because he's basically not even really here almost for 72 years. You understand? So the prana, like you know about prana dream, right?
Yeah. Now the whole thing about that, now, you know, I ain't gonna say that the guy is fake or anything like that, because I was trying to research on the internet, like, you know, plants that could survive without, you know, water, period. And it came up a couple of plants, but most of the plants that came up is because they had been, like, you know, genetically modified. So, you know, of course, you know, they can make plants like that. And this kind of ties back into when you and the guest you had on your show, your email, when y'all was talking about, you know, the genetically modified foods, and I missed that. The second show that I had recorded that I did muted, unfortunately, I kind of went in talking about what you just said about the endorsement of the doctoring gland, and also about being a breatharian, because pretty much like the food that's here right now on the planet that's available for us, I mean, it's terrible. So, like, the only way, if you really want to survive for real, you can't eat nothing no more. You can't eat nothing and shit. You can't even drink nothing because everything is just, like, so contaminated. You know, so I kind of understand the movement, you know, of being a whole breatharian, but these people, you know, who are claiming themselves to be, you know, such holy and high mastered, you know, they've mastered not eating and probably not sleeping, not even breathing. That probably be the next thing. People don't even breathe no more for some type of reason. It just might come up. Yeah. But I'm saying, though, check it. If you have evolved yourself so much, why are you still here? Yeah. Why still be here on this planet? Like, what are you really getting? And what are you giving back to the people? You know what I'm saying? I don't see this dude, you know, considered to be the, you know, the Messiah of, you know, saving everybody. And now all of a sudden, now you said that these doctors, they had some in some type of hospital, and they, you know, because they pretty much, you know, researching on them.
Yeah, they
anytime, you know,
like you're alien or something.
Yeah, and they don't do this research on them, and I find that strange too, because when they be having all these little different TV shows on about, you know, like on National Geographic, when they be going to like these real indigenous cultures, you know, the people that come to study these other indigenous people, they easily get so initiated into their tribes. Like, come on now, is this real or is this fake?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But I'm not saying it's not possible, but, you know, I'm just saying, man, if you've done all this, you don't need to be here. you need to be evolved and go somewhere else. You don't need to be here. Show us how you can, you know, shift back and forth.
Yeah,
for real.
That's right. With your physical body. So as we get back into the breath, like what is the breath? Definition: what is breath? Breath, the air inhaled and exhaled into respiration. The active process of breathing, respiration, the capacity to breathe, especially in natural and laboratory manner. Breathing.
And breath is food too.
It's food, right? That's what it basically seems like to me. It's food. What can you do with the breath, or what does the breath do? I know the human body cannot last without breath for 6 to 10 minutes. After that, your cells start to, leave and start to, they say die, but they go into another stage of life. What is some of the therapies that can handle with breath? You can, if you breathe deeply, 10 deep times, you can relax yourself. You can relax all the cells in your body. You can come to a state of what they say prana, or a state of peace and meditation. So, I charge everybody out there to do that, at least, especially after the show. Just take it in, do the 10 deep breaths, and really feel what this brother in India is really doing. Getting back to some of the spirituality of it, or what we call the spirituality in Genesis, Devarim. It's in Genesis, it says that 2:7, that Yah breathed into the nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Without that, the very breath of Yah, nothing can exist. So, again, even getting back to your spirituality, like, it's not that far-fetched that this guy, for 72 years, he hasn't drinking or even breathing anything, because even your high spiritual books even says that the breath of life, that no one can, it is the breath of life. That's what it does. It gives life. Some of the therapy, the breath therapy, is original healing art based on ancient Eastern discipline as a modern Western method, is responsible for a unique approach to wellness and in the spirit, mind, and body. It was developed over 20 years ago. See, the thing is that one thing I really want to get into is that the medical industry claims to have authorship over anything that is holistic or anything that is out of their spectrum of study. Mm-hmm. So just like they came down on the brother in India and said, oh, man, you've been doing this for 72 years, we're going to lock you up and, throw away the key because, first thing, you shouldn't be doing this. You have no authority to be doing this because we didn't give you the authority. And now that we check you out, we're going to check you out so we can give the authority. And then our authoritative viewpoint or documentation gives you authorization to do what you've been doing for 72 years. Other than that, if you have not our authorization or our authority, it's fake. It's a myth. It's mythological. It's totally right. It's criminal. You degrade the person. So what do you think about that? About what the medical industry is doing with that, Jay?
Man, I think that the medical industry, period, is a form of discontrol. And I say that because I was watching Avatar again last night. And when I was watching the scene in the movie with a guy, he said, what did he say? He was saying, we try to do these people a favor. We come there to their land. He said, we try to feed them, we give them medicine, and we try to educate them. He's like, and they still just so ungrateful. And if you ever look at it when, I ain't gonna say they're my people, but when white people go to these different cultures, I mean, even outside of being black, any indigenous land of people, the first thing they do when they go there, they always try to feed them. Then they always try to clothe them. And then they always try to teach them and then give them medicine to help them out. Like they haven't been surviving and been successful all these so many hundreds of years without our Western way of living. You know what I'm saying? Well, they only do that as a means of control.
Wow.
That's all that is, man. I'm telling you, like I said, I think in the first show we did, if anything was to really happen, Americans would not know how to survive because they are not. I mean, we've lost our touch with nature. I mean, these other cultures, they got it on lock. They be like the birds. When a storm comes, they will already know how to leave. We still going to be sitting around, trying to go through the daggone channel, the news, trying to see what's going on. So I think that right there, heck yeah. So I think right there, this is a form of control. Because if they can't, really understand what he's doing, they will try to make it, a crime later saying that, you can't do that because you're endangering, the livelihood of yourself and then people who may, try to follow you.
Wow.
So it's a form of control, man. I think it's bogus. They don't want nobody to sit up here to ascend. They probably made the movie Avatar so that people, when they on their way of dying, they can fantasize about going to this other planet. They already probably got under control, the illusion of Avatar. I'm for real, man. I ain't got time for all this stuff they doing out here. For real, I'm debunking it all.
Yeah, I hear that. Also, for everyone that's listening, we're also doing a segment of our show called Elders Speak. Imam Velma may be coming on. We might have some other elders too as well that might come on and give their viewpoints of what we just talked about. So that should be coming up in about 8 minutes. So hold on for that. As we more go in depth, and right now we're about to go to Be Healthy by Dead Prez. So just sit back. It's only gonna be about a little 30 seconds or 60 seconds of just Be Healthy, and we're gonna get right back at y'all. Okay. All right, peace.
It's all love.